in your health and spirit. Now you know how you have to prepare yourself for English study this year. First, we are going to start with the poems, and first, today we are going to learn the poem from the book Hornbill. The title of the poem is A Photograph. In the poem A Photograph, the poet Shirley, she is going to depict a picture of her mother with her two cousins. It was the photograph which was taken when her mother was 12 years of age. But now the thing totally changed. After that photograph, when her mother was around about 30 to 40 years, she was very happy by seeing that photograph of her childhood. But now with the same photograph, the poet is unhappy, sad, because now her mother is no. So here in the poem, a photograph, which is the reason of joy for her mother, now it is the reason for the poet for sadness. And it is the importance of the photograph in this poem. Now, without wasting time, let's start our study. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. The word cardboard. Generally, cardboard is a very thick stuffed paper, usually pale brown in color. But here it is used to depict a photograph, and it was the photograph of poet's mother with her two cousins, and they were paddling. Now, what is paddling? Paddling is an act of walking with bare feet in shallow water. So they were near the sea and they were having their photograph standing in a shallow water. Each one holding one of my mother's hand, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. As the poet's mother is eldest one among their three cousins, she was holding both of her cousins hand by hand. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. And three of them, where the mother is the eldest one and somewhat 12 years old, they were smiling towards the uncle with the camera who is going to take their photograph. But here she uses the word that they smile through their hair. What is the meaning smile through the hair? Perhaps because of the breeze of the sea, because of that cool wind, their hair fell on their face, and so the poet's image that their smile is coming through their hair. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born. The poet says that at that time her mother's face looked very sweet, and it was the time before her birth. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Here, the word used, that is transient feet. Transient, that is temporary, lasting only for a short period of time. So here she wants to say that the sea, which looks or which appears to have changed less, जो बहुत कम change हुआ है, but her mother is totally changed now. Perhaps her sweet, beautiful face totally changed. And the sea, which is not changed yet, washed their terribly transient feet, which is not lasting forever but which is temporary. उनके जो फुट स्टेप्स है उसको सी है वो अपने पानी से मिटा रहा है. Here the poetic device transferred epithet had come. It is one of the best example of transferred epithet because we know transferred epithet is that poetic device where one thing is going to be depicted but the impact of that thing is for the vast. Here वो इतना ही बता रही है कि उसके जो फुट स्टेप्स हैं वो पानी से वॉश्ड हो रहे हैं, लेकिन इसका मतलब है कि हमारी जो ह्यूमन लाइफ है और जो ह्यूमन बीइंग्स है जो इमॉर्टल नहीं है, लेकिन जो नेचर की ब्यूटी है, नेचुरल थिंग्स है, वो इमॉर्टल है और वो धीरे धीरे हमारी मेमोरी को ख़त्म करते हैं. एंड सो शी इज़ यूजिंग द वर्ड दैट द सी इज़ गोइंग टू वॉश देयर टेरिबल ट्रांजिट फीट. Some 20-30 years later, she had laughed at the snapshot. Now, the second stanza begins with the age difference or the time 20 or 30 years past after that photograph had taken. And it is the snapshot. Snapshot generally an informal photograph which is taken very quickly. So whenever her mother looks towards the photograph, she used to smile or she used to laugh. See Betty and Dolly, she had said, and look how they dressed up for the beach. वो उसकी माँ हमेशा याद करती थी, वो दोनों अपनी कजिन्स को दिखाती थी. वन इज़ बेटी एंड अनदर वन इज़ डॉली. और वो कैसे तैयार हुए थे, कैसे अपने हॉलीडे सी बीच के ऊपर वो पसार करते थे. हाउ दे वर एन्जॉइंग इन देयर चाइल्डहुड, उसके ड्रेसेस, हाउ दे लुक, वो सबको देख के उसकी मदर बहुत खुश होती थी या तो हंसती थी. द सी हॉलीडे वॉज हर पास्ट, माइन इज़ हर लाफ्टर. This is the most important lines in this poem. Here, now the poet says the sea holiday was her past. जब 20 to 30 years after उसकी माँ वो फोटोग्राफ देखती है और अपने पुराने दिनों को याद करती है तो ये उनका पास्ट है, उसका जो चाइल्डहुड है, जो चाइल्डहुड अभी उसका बीत चुका है. So it is the past for her mother that her childhood is over. And writer के लिए, poet के लिए past क्या है? Is her laughter. उसकी माँ की वो हंसी, जो वो फोटोग्राफ देख के हंसती थी, वो उसका पास्ट है. क्यों? Because now her mother is died. She is no more. And so she is saying, as the childhood is my mother's past, her laughter is my past. Both ray with the labored ease of loss. Both passed away. Both have totally changed. Ray, that is both twisted, or we can say both are changed. Her mother's childhood is also now no more. And her mother is also no. And both changed with very ease. ये जो लॉस हुआ है उनकी लाइफ में, मदर की लाइफ में और पोएट की लाइफ में, वो ले कैसा है चेंज? बहुत इजीली हो गया, क्योंकि ये नेचुरल प्रोसेस है जो टाइम के साथ होती ही रहती है. लेकिन यहाँ वो वर्ड यूज़ करती है लेबर्ड इज. Labored, that is with some great effort and difficulty. लेकिन ये जो passing of time, ये नेचुरल है, लेकिन पास होना इतना इजी नहीं है. इट इज़ वेरी हार्ड टाइम, इट इज़ वेरी टफ टाइम. एंड हियर we can say the poetic device oxymoron. The two opposite words are used side by side. Laboured, that is very hard, and ease, that is easy. So it is the best example of oxymoron. So as the time pass, both are going to experience their loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as the girl did. सो उसको मरे हुए भी, या तो उसकी डेथ को भी अभी जैसे 12 साल लगभग बीत चुके हैं, क्योंकि पोएट कहती है कि इतने साल हो गए जितने साल की वो फोटोग्राफ में थी. एंड ऑफ दिस सर्कमस्टांस देर इज़ नथिंग टू से एट ऑल. इतने साल बीत गए हैं, इतनी साल से वो अपनी माँ का लॉस बेयर कर रही है, तो ये सर्कमस्टांसिस में अभी कुछ कहना नहीं है. शी इज़ नाउ टोटली स्पीचलेस बिकॉज ऑफ द पेन, बिकॉज ऑफ द एगनी ऑफ हर मदर्स डेथ. And the very nice thing she depicts in the last line of the poem, it's silence, silences. और ये जो साइलेंस है, सर्कमस्टांस के जो साइलेंस है, अब उसकी माँ नहीं है, उसका लाफ्टर नहीं है, और वो जो फोटोग्राफ देख के अपनी माँ की मेमोरीज उसके दिमाग में जो आ रही है, और ये जो साइलेंस है जहाँ पे वो टोटली स्पीचलेस है, और ये सर्कमस्टांसिस की वजह से शी इज़ टोटली गोइंग टू स्टॉप. And so she says, it's silence, silences. वो साइलेंस की वजह से आज भी वो साइलेंस है. And with that silence, the poem ends. Students, I hope you got the message what the poet want to convey. The photograph, it is the symbol of memory for the everyone, not only for the poet. Photograph is a symbol for all of us. Whenever we see any photograph, we are going to rewind all that things in our mind. Here also, the poet is going to remember the things, but with that remembrance, there is feeling of two things. That is the laughter of her mother, and at the same time pain for the loss of her. So photograph is very important in her life. Friends, after this video, I am going to send you the PDF of the poem and also one PDF for question answers. It is not necessary that you have to write the same answer. You can write your own also. But for your guidance and reference, I am going to give you the question answers which you have to write in your notebook, and you have to send the pics of the same. Thank you. Have a nice day.